How's it going, guys? How you doing today? Welcome to the channel. Today, actually, I happen to be in LaGuardia right now. I just dropped off a passenger. I hope you guys doing good. I'm gonna stream for you today, like I promised yesterday, until 1 o'clock or maybe 1:30. Welcome to the stream, guys. I'm on my way to pick up a passenger right now. Yes, we're at LGA, LaGuardia Airport. I was gonna start streaming early in the morning, but man, I couldn't. I've been like busy. I couldn't even scratch my head. Unbelievable, man. And I just dropped off a rude passenger anyway. How long is it gonna take us to get to LaGuardia? I'm not a psychic, man. There's no way for me to know. I cannot predict how long it's gonna take. Because people, they think they're flying to. I mean, obviously they're flying out of LaGuardia, man. But I'm not an aircraft. You know, I cannot fly people to the airport. All I could do is drive. And then when I drove really fast, and I got into the airport very, very early than what she was expecting, right? And then she was like, "Thank you, appreciate it, whatever." But I was already mad at her. I low rate her. I did low rate her, honestly. Give her a low rating for being rude and disrespectful. And on this platform, you cannot rate like you can't rate like stars. It's just only thumbs up and thumbs down. You get my point? And then you can say, once you give like thumbs down, you say, what was the problem? I was like, freaking rude. I said, rude passenger, impatient. People are horrible, man. Say, what is the ATA? I told, look, there's no way for me to tell you how long it's going to take. And literally, they can see on their end how long it's going to take them to get to a certain place. You know, their app, it shows really the ATA, the estimate time of arrival. And they still ask you. Scorpion, bonjour, ça va? Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Est-ce que tu es bien? La santé? How you doing? How you doing, Scorpion? I love your username, man. I'm a Scorpions fan. You know that. I just went to my Google right now. I swear to God, and I got a feedback of Scorpions. I don't know if they're doing a tour. I'm not sure if they are, but every time I go to Google, because I do listen to Scorpions every once in a while on YouTube, so it came up on my feed right now. I swear to God. I was like, yes, Scorpion. But most of them, they got old right now. They're not, you know. Scorpion, nice to see you today. Je vous en prie. pour venir ici sur mon Livestream. I'm gonna try to be, try to speak a little bit of French, but I'm horrible at French. Je vais emmener le mec ici, je pense pas, il est une fille, garçon je crois. Il va partir à Manhattan, so I'm gonna drive fast, get them there, and kick them out of my car. Get out of my car. Est-ce qu'il fait chaud en France aujourd'hui? Oh, il fait froid. Je pense qu'il est froid. Je pense qu'il est chaud maintenant, ouais. Oui, je m'appelle, je veux le buff, je veux acheter les poissons et les vegetables et tout ça, oui. Où est-ce qu'il est le mec? Putain, merde. That's 28 Celsius, right? That's 28 Celsius. Yeah, it's about like freaking, I don't know. Maybe it's 70, 75 degrees. Je veux m'enculer le maître. Où est-ce que tu étais maintenant? Oh, hold on. Hey, what's your name? How you doing? What's your name? Jason. All right, no problem. You good? cup holder right there.
Pardon me?
You want a cup holder? It's right in between.
Oh yeah, great.
See?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
It's that one, right?
Got it. Perfect. Thanks. Appreciate it. What year is this one?
I think it's 2022.
Yeah, it feels new.
Let me see. It's either 22 or 23.
Yeah, that's great.
I gotta see the inspection, but I'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah, they wear out quick, man.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm telling you. I don't know. You own one?
No, I take them. I like
Oh,
this
okay.
company a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Revel service.
Oh no, like in general, these cars they deteriorate really fast.
Yeah, I can see that in the
I mean, I don't, because you buy personal use, maybe it will last you a little bit more. But I know for a fact because I
But
drove
for
these
driving,
cars for
yeah.
3 years since the inception of this.
Yeah.
This car has no resale value. You buy it, nobody wants to buy it after you drove it for a few years. At the end. It's probably a stop here.
Right here is great. Thanks.
All right, I'll close the hatchback for you. Close the trunk. I'll close it from the end.
Pardon me?
I will close the trunk for you.
Okay, you do it
Yeah,
from
all
inside.
right.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Have a good one.
All right. Look, this guy, he forgot his iPad. He forgot his iPod, right? Not iPod. Look, my friend, you forgot your iPod here. It's yours, right? It's yours.
I appreciate it.
It's only the charger there.
Thanks.
You can always get it replaced. Yeah. Yeah, man. This guy, at one point, you know, when I picked him up, he sort of kind of almost wanted to strike conversation. I started with the, you know, about the cars, the Tesla, and at one point, you know, I was telling him, right? I was kind of sort of want to converse with him, but obviously he put he put his headphone back on, right? He's listening to music, so at that point, I wasn't interested in sharing my conversation with him, right? I dropped him off right now. I mean, he could have probably more likely. Honestly, I found these iPads sometimes, the iPod, right? Not the iPad, the iPads. iPods, right? iPods. I don't know why they're going iPods, right? I found those more likely sometimes than just the, you know, the housing itself, like the charger, right? Because usually people have them in their ears, right? Let me see, man. I don't even have the key for this car. I gotta start the car from the app. I was afraid that the truck was gonna get stuck. Because people, what they do, they push it with their hands, and it happened a few times where it just stuck. Oh, the truck? Well, there was this guy actually was spotting the driver. I really could care less at that point because he's there, right? He could run through the car. I could care less because that's his problem. I mean, he has a helper with him. He came out of the car, just spotting him, you know, to back up. But he could have probably just waited because he seen me. I was dropping off a passenger. Hey, Joe, what's up, man? Look, when last time you came back to New York? I know you live in Florida because you're from New York, right? When last time you were here? Man, this app is glitching like crazy. I'm not getting a notification sound, and if I'm distracted, there's no way for me to catch that trip. I've been missing the trips like all day, all morning, probably like 4. But I could care less, you know, honestly, because at this point I'm still getting minimum wage. So, but the problem is I think they might have a little glitch with this app. Oh wow, I'm actually in your neighborhood right now, Chelsea. Do you live where you're like you grew up like below 23rd or past or north of 23rd Street? You know, because people they get confused with Chelsea because Chelsea is basically, but you grew up here, so obviously. If you say Chelsea, because me, I live here too, but where I live, people they call it Chelsea, but it's not. It's a Hudson Guild. It's true, honestly. It's called Hudson Guild. Chelsea, it's below 23rd Street. From 23rd Street all the way down to 14th Street, right here. You see, this is actually the border of Chelsea, right here. You know, as soon as you pass 14, it becomes West Village. Meatpacking District. People they always say Meatpacking District, but it's West Village. Now we're in West Village. If you actually go out between 23rd Street and 34th Street, then you're from the Hudson Guild. It's Guild. Yeah, I know you mentioned something about you gonna be coming to Rockland County, right? I like Rockland County, man. Goshen. What else? Palisades. I like Palisades, man. Palisades, Cliff. What is the other one it's called? Oh, so you're in London Terrace, right? You're 26th, 25th, and 27th Street. Yes, you're like between 9th and 10th. All right, it just London Terrace, basically just the apartment themselves. That's what they call them, London Terrace. But London Terrace happened to be within Hudson Guild. I know, I mean, it's the same, you know, there's no difference, but people still, you know, London Terrace is actually this building right there on 25th. On 24th. And then once you pass 34th Street, right? Going to 42nd, between 8th, yeah, pretty much, like you could say from the west side all the way to 8th Avenue or 7th Avenue is Fashion District. No, yeah, not a fashion, yeah, Fashion District, yes. And then past 42nd Street all the way to 57 is Hell's Kitchen, you know, and then included Times Square, basically. And just when you look at the map, like the actual map, you know, the real map, not the fake map, the new ones. That part of where you grew up, you know, which is you're my neighbor. I mean, if you were still living there, it would still been my neighbor, obviously, because I'm on 30th. I'm on 30th between 8 and 9. I live in an old building, like pre-war building. Pretty much lived in the same building for like 27 years, I think. You know, it's a ruggedy building, but honestly, it was actually the landlord. You know, he made like major rehabilitation to the building. You know, back in 1992, I think 93, and the building it's really. Like you can see from outside, it's brownstone. It's 5-story, you know, like building, right? But from inside, it was just renovated, you know. But obviously, it's like it's deteriorating right now because you know how landlords are. They don't maintain basically the integrity of the buildings, right? They just keep. They don't want to pay. But I feel sorry for my. I felt sorry for my. For my landlord. He actually passed away. No, he was cool with me, man, all the time. I mean, we never had any problems, not whatsoever. And because of my rent, it's stabilized, you know, so I don't pay that much. I really, you know, I really prefer to be like in space, you know, like place where it has more spacious a little bit, where, you know, but my place is a freaking tiny place. Let me turn here. I hope the cops are not here. Damn. Oh yeah, pretty much. I think that's what it was. Honestly, I like in the beginning. I actually lived in Kips Bay. I lived in Kips Bay, like when I was like still very, very early 20s. But I lived there for like a brief moment. You know where Turtle Bay is? You know where Turtle Bay? Turtle Bay, yeah, it's called Turtle Bay. Turtle Bay, it's actually right by the UN Plaza. With Beekman, it's really nice there too. Turtle Bay. I gotta keep my eye on this phone, man. I'm not getting like sound notification because I don't want them to freaking call and say, "Why are you missing the trips?" Oh yeah, look, that's what most of the that's what most of the landlord they did at one point. You know, they pretty much did decontrol their buildings. They pretty much decontrolled their buildings. You know what I'm saying? Now most of the buildings, like you like if you go rent a place in the city right now, you live on monthly from month to month. That means that the landlord will kick you out at any time. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't. I do have a lease, so I can lease my. You know, I renew my lease every 2 years. It's just gotten ridiculous with the rent. Nobody can afford the rent here in the city. Yo, Joe, let me know. I mean, if your stream looks okay on your end, if it's clear. You know, through my phone, like I can look at the phone and it looks like it's blurry. And I'm not sure if the stream looks clear on your end. I cannot tell. I mean, I'm using my phone, my other phone, but it does not look clear to me. Yeah, man, I mean, the only thing is, I always been hoping maybe, you know, you could like get one of those affordable housing. Honestly, one of my friend, he grew up actually on the block, you know, on my block, right? Yeah, we know each other, you know, as, you know, like adults, right? But he was lucky, man. I mean, I'm not sure if it was him that he was able to get that one of these affordable housing at the Hudson Yard. You know, Hudson Yard is crazy. You cannot, you know, like you gotta be like making it $200,000-$300,000 a month, $300,000 a year in order for you to live in one of those apartments. I'm just saying, you know, but most of those Hudson Yard luxury buildings have affordable housing. And one of my friends actually got this place, like 1-bedroom apartment. He's paying like $950. Almost like $1,000 for 1-bedroom apartment in those brand new luxury buildings within the Hudson Yard. But I'm sure, I don't know if it's him that he was able to get that or his mom, because I know his mom, she still lives on my block, because they could apply for it maybe, and then if they qualify, they could move in, and anybody could live there basically. You see what I'm talking about? I mean, as long as they get in their rent. You know, it happened to me like 3 times. Honestly, I've been applying for this affordable housing, and it's really cool because, you know, you're paying pennies for an apartment, and I was actually picked like 3 different times. And affordable housing, you have to meet some of the requirement, like as far as your net income. They go based on net income, not the gross income, right? So you have to show all your tax returns, all that stuff, and based on your unit, that's how you qualify. Based on your income, that's how you qualify for some of these units within the affordable housing, right? I actually picked 3 times. The first time, I just ignored it. I never really went for that interview to submit my document. And the second time, third time, they denied me, man, just because I was making a little bit more what I was qualified for, as far as the unit. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure, they wanted to actually, they want the exact amount. If you're making a little bit more, depends on that bracket, right? And then they tell you, no, you're not qualified. The third time, they told me, look, I was qualified, right? But I was making a little bit more, like $1,000 or $1,300 that was shown on my net income, and they said, look, you're making more. I was like, what are you talking about, man? At least I'm making a little bit of money. I could probably, afford my rent, but they just denied you. But it's kind of sketchy there with the affordable housing. It's called Housing Connect. That's what it's called. Anyone could go and apply for it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to, as long as you have a job, you know what I'm talking about. And then, which is really cool, because of affordable housing, like Housing Connect, they have that website you could log on there, with your credentials and everything. Now they ask for a lot of things, to even like just to try to create an account. And then once you create an account, you can submit just one application, and you can start applying for all these buildings that are actually listed on Housing Connect, like all the affordable housing that are actually within the 5 boroughs of New York. And you can apply for them all at the same time. Whatever they call you, then you have to submit the document showing exactly how much you make it. I could, what I could do? I could amend my tax return, but that's another way of doing it. Let me let this guy get by me. Yeah, AG loves New York. How you doing? AG, how you doing today? Are you from New York, or you just love New York? Yeah, that's why people are moving out of New York. I mean, look, if you cannot live here, I mean, it seems like they want to turn this place into only rich people, Yes, sir. You see that mama? She looks hot. Who used to live here? That guy, what's his name? Heath Ledger? That did that movie called Brokeback Mountain or whatever. I mean, and I think he actually starred in the Joker, also one of the movies, right? Yeah, Heath Ledger, he's from Australia, right? I think he lived on this block or the next block, I think. The next block, yeah. On Mercer Street. And yeah, he overdosed, actually. And died. You know what I'm saying? Because he was living in at one of these lofts, but he wasn't his place. It was the Olsen sisters, from that show, from the sitcom. Yeah, he was staying at their loft, and he died here. I remember. Yeah, it was a while ago. Even David Bowie also, he lived right there at that building called the Pack Building. The Pack Building. That's what it's called. Right at the corner of Houston and Lafayette. Yeah, David Bowie just died recently, not that long ago too, but maybe 10 years ago. Oh, Full House. Yeah, the Olsen sisters, yes. They live here, they live in New York. They were attending New York University, I think. Man, I picked up so many celebrities back then when I drove yellow cabs. Alec Baldwin, Julia Roberts, Benjamin Bratt. Who else I picked up? Kevin Bacon. His wife also. Him and his wife, yes. And plenty of them. I see most of them in the park sometimes. You know, they live right along the park on the west side. But I know from you too. Also, he'd be like strolling inside Central Park sometimes. You know this restaurant right there called Balthazar? You know that dude from England? What's his name? Gordon something. He has like a show where he used to like karaoke. He does karaoke inside the vehicle with celebrities, right? They kicked his ass out of that place right there. He's banned forever. I don't know what he did. He did something stupid. I forgot what it was. Oh, he went off on the waiter, I think. And you know that dude, he packed. He went back to England. Not Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay is the chef. I'm talking about the other dude that he has a talk show. His name is Gordon too, but I forgot his last name. I hate that dude, Gordon Ramsay, man. He's an a-hole. He goes to other people's restaurants to tell them how to do their business. I mean, if you want to help them out, don't be like vulgar and yelling at people. I swear to God, man, I know one day he came to Jersey to this restaurant trying to actually revive that place. And for some reason, the restaurant owner himself, after, you know, like they did the whole renovation, you know, they spruced us, you know, they basically went through the whole process, you know, and then eventually the owner himself, it was right over the other side of Fort Lee, right? You see with George Washington Bridge? And the guy himself, right after that, he actually committed suicide. He jumped out of cliff right of the Palisade, or maybe right off the George Washington Bridge. I swear to God, man, I remember. James Gordon, yes, yes. Lady Gaga, where's Lady Gaga, man? Man, I like Lady Gaga, man. You know who I like too? That girl, what's her name? Dua Lipa? Man, she's hot. You know who's dating Dua Lipa? This dude, this like a kid. His sisters are Hadid, Bella Hadid. Their father's a freaking billionaire. His name is Mohammed Hadid. And he was dating that girl, man. Man, if I did do a Lipa, man, I'll kiss her ass, bro. I bow for her every morning. I swear to God, man. Wash her feet. Do everything, man. I'll be like her servant. I think she's from Kosovo, I think. No, from Albania. She's Albanian. Dua Lipa, she's Albanian, but she was born in England, right? Fuck it, I don't care, man. I'm missing rides, so that's their problem. You know, honestly, I called. When I started my live stream, like in the morning, when I started my live stream by LaGuardia, I called them, man, but they don't have support. You know, they put you on hold forever. You know, trying to tell them, look, man, it is what it is. Something wrong with your app, you know? It's not my phone. I can tell you 100%, man. I go through my phone. The only thing is, it's just like, you see, now it just got requests. There's no notification. I swear to God. Look, you cannot hear the sound, right? And for some reason, I just looked at it. If I did not, then more likely I would more likely to miss it. You know, for some reason, if I actually turn off my phone and turn it back on, then for some reason, this has been happening since yesterday. If I turn my phone off and force close the app and turn the phone off and back on, then I get the sound notification only one time, and after that there will be no sound notifications. I'm not sure what the problem, but it's not my phone. I mean, I get all notifications, everything through my phone. AG loves New York. I agree with you, my friend. Honestly, yeah, it's amazing that you could see people that were born in New York, like you, right? Like Joe Hernandez. I don't blame you guys. You know, if I honestly myself, I'm thinking about quitting. You know, going to California. I mean, I'm not a quitter, man. I don't quit. You know, I love New York. It's, for some reason, man. Every time I go someplace, leave New York, I'm kind of homesick, you know. I want to come back to New York. I mean, this not going to faze me, you know, like the way you know, the way of living here, the expenses, all that stuff. I mean, because honestly, I don't have no one to care for, and it's always been like that, man. I've never wanted to get involved or having to bring people up to, you know, like having to, you know, have kids and things like that, and not being able to provide for them, you know. But I mean, I would do whatever it takes, you know, to take care of my kid. I mean, that's, I mean, I work hard, I do whatever, but money that you make, it's not enough. It's not enough to sustain living here in New York City. I mean, it was like recently, but man, I want to go to Southern California, man. Someplace like, not LA, not this crazy places like that, but you know, go to a remote place, like not a lot of people around. Yeah, Hernandez, Joe. Yeah, I agree with you, man. It could be bad anywhere in the lower 48. Maybe freaking go to Alaska, bro. Yeah, Alaska is crazy. It has the highest suicidal rate in the state. I swear, man, in Alaska, you could buy a freaking like 1,000 acres for like a few $1,000s. And live there and live off land. Like, basically, you're off-grid. Don't you think? Like, off-grid? It would be nice. Yeah, Alaska, Hawaii. You know, Alaska and Hawaii, they were never part of the state until recently. They joined the Union back in 1956. They joined the states, right? It's true, right? Alaska was actually United States bought Alaska from the Russians. About like maybe 7 cents the acre, something like that. It's true, honestly. Like now, a Russian, they're pissed off. They want Alaska back. That's why, like Trump, is always kind of questioning whether Obama was actually born in Hawaii or was born in Kenya, whatever, right? It's amazing because I don't know when Obama actually was born, right? I don't know when he was born, but basically Hawaii wasn't actually part of the United States until 1956. It's the truth, honestly. But Obama, I think he was born after 1956. I don't know how old Obama is. Are you sure? Are you sure $18? It can't be, man. It could be. I mean, look, I'm not disputing it. $18, that's a lot for a soda. I mean, maybe it's a little expensive, but it can't be that $18. And it's sad, man. I love sodas, man. I love Coke. I love Coke. Not Wonder Coke. Wonder, you know, like, you know, it's true. You know, like, actually, you know why the soda is addicted, especially Coca-Cola? Because it's made of cocaine, with cocaine leaves. It's true. Shut up. I'm not gonna even, I don't like people texting me, man. I'm on my way to pick them up. Wanna come down. I'm already here. Screw you. Let's go. I think she's going to Penn Station. I could tell. It's automatic, man. I'll close it for you. I close it. Yeah, the Model Y, people will hear you from there. Yeah, how you doing? Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Tiana.
Oh, no problem. Trip ended for some reason. I don't know why. It's true, honestly. But don't worry about it. Let me know if they still charge you, right? They did.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Yeah. I'm just gonna put myself on mechanical issue,
okay,
so I don't have to get another trip because here I have no control of it. You know, whatever they throw at me, I gotta take it. You going to Monahan or you going to LIRR?
the LIRR. yours.
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
guy. Go, guy. Go. Oh,
I can jump back.
sorry. This guy's having issues with himself. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. I closed the trunk for you.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it. All right, we have I got a I don't know if it was my mistake or maybe she ended the trip on her end. I'm not sure, because usually you have to slide once. That's why this app, Revel app, it's trash. You know, they haven't been able to, you know, get it right. I'm telling you the truth, because obviously we send feedback and they don't listen. Literally, her trip ended, right? But there's no way for me to go offline, you know. But the only alternative I have is basically put myself on mechanical issue. And I'm surprised they didn't call me yet, because as soon as they know that you put yourself on mechanical issue, they call you to say, what happened? Is something wrong? Are you okay? We'd have to send someone to, you know, to help, whatever. But now I'm just gonna have to say I'm good to go. That's what it says. You know, it's highlighted in blue. I'm good to go. Receive rides. I'm gonna click on it. And they ask me now to take my break. You know what I heard? I heard they're gonna be demolishing the MSG, Madison Square Garden. But I don't know where they're planning on moving it. They said somewhere on the west side. I think it makes sense, because where Madison Square Garden is just a disaster sometimes, right? People getting off there, because the only reason why they were more likely to move Madison Square Garden, because the Monahan station right here with this the railroad track for Amtrak and New Jersey Transit, right? But obviously LIRR is still on the other side. But I don't know, because I know I could see they renovated part of the Madison Square Garden, but not the arena. You know, the building happened to be on top of Madison Square Garden. But I know eventually Madison Square Garden's got to go. It's really nice. It's a landmark. A lot of boxing fights there took place. UFC fights. No, UFC just recently, not that long ago, until it was approved, right? UFC was illegal, right? At one point. Even Muhammad Ali freaking fought like twice there. You know, Muhammad Ali was arrested, right? He was drafted, and he was like, he gave them a finger. He said, I'm not going nowhere. So I'm not going to fight. Yeah, he would have been drafted to Vietnam at that point. Yeah, Vietnam also, man, was a disaster war, you know? Nobody won that war. Let me see, I turn off my phone on and off, and I'm sure the next trip, I'm gonna hear the notification. But after that, I won't be able to hear it. Stupid app. You know what I think? Because now they're switching drivers into independent contractors because because they have two apps now. They have two rideshare apps. They have one for the employees, because I'm still employee, right? And they have the other one for the independent contractors. So I'm assuming they don't want to bother with this to actually even update some of the things here, but I don't know, because Rebel has its own app developers. But I think they're not really a professional, whatever, like, you know, real app developers. They probably got like some newbies. They got some novices, man. Great Lakes. You know who's from Great Lakes? Roxanne. Roxanne is from the Great Lakes. 1,000 lakes. Land of 1,000 lakes.
With collections are mostly asylum seekers.
Asylum seekers, man. You hear that? I just turned my phone. It says a lot of asylum seekers. Most of migrants, they fake asylum seekers, man. They fake asylum, you know, seek asylum to stay, right? By seeking asylum, you're disrespecting your country, literally, right? Man, they had so many robberies and crime and rapes inside Central Park. That shit never happened, man. I'm telling you, that it's been a while since things quiet down, man. But this flock of migrants, they're crazy, man. See, this guy never want to stop. He sees clearly that there's a traffic behind me. They keep dodging behind my back. Unbelievable. This guy, look. I'm gonna let him go. See this guy with the BMW right there? Unbelievable. There's another a-hole right there blowing his horn. Go. Hit that guy, all right? Stupid ass. You had to jam on the brakes right there. He's a rideshare driver too. I think I can see rideshare drivers because I have my car, right? It has a TLC plate, right? And I can see some of the drivers, they're aggressive. You know what I'm talking about? To rebel drive. I mean, to me, sometimes I can feel it because they're trying to attack you, whatever. They think you're taking their business. And no one taking your business, my friend. Just chill out. Uber, Lyft, they screwing you up in the butthole. You know, forget about someone's trying to take your job. I'm turning here. Yeah, he was a rideshare driver. I'm turning here. Avoid all the drama, man. Let me see, man, if I missed some trip. No.
Here's what's happening. Well, it happened again. 2 more muggings overnight in Central Park.
You see,
hours
you
after
hear?
the mayor promised
You hear too, Mikey?
down on that alarming trend. We're following
Alarming-
some
it's
hate
alarming
attacks in the
trends.
city. One in Central Park at
It's
random,
alarming
another in
trends.
Brooklyn, where a guy nearly killed his neighbor for apparently being Muslim.
Oh,
Hunter Biden
shit,
was
that's-
accused of trying to get some
that's
government
racist,
help
man.
when he was working with Burisma. Back when his dad was vice president, his lawyer says, well, he did nothing out of the ordinary. The ceasefire talks, they're at risk of falling apart. Benjamin Netanyahu apparently has new conditions, while Hamas says it's not going back to the negotiating table. We don't age slowly over time. Instead, a new study finds our bodies break down quickly when we hit our 40s and 60s. Well, right now, lots of sunshine, a few clouds around. We're expecting a couple of thunderstorms well north and northwest of the city, a high of 85 today. Winds news time 12:41. Traffic and transit on the ones with Greg Rice.
Now, we've had this truck crash on the Long Island Expressway eastbound, getting over to routes 106 and 107. It's been there since the early morning hours today, and we still only have the HOV
Trust
lane
me,
open
man.
on the eastbound Long Island Express.
I just got a request. I didn't hear the notification again. And the best way, man, to go to this pickup is up 8th Avenue, man. No, GPS, screw you. I'm not going your way. Yeah, I called them, man. They put me on the hold to figure out why this notification thing. But then I could care less, man. At this point, because if you miss, like I already missed two trips, right? So I already lost my incentives, right? But at the end of my shift, I'm gonna submit dispute. They will exclude those trips. Yeah, I'm gonna submit dispute. Garcia, what's going on? How you been? What's going on in the Asian Pacific? B, the E, the D, the Y, spell Diddy. Diddy's in trouble, man. He's a pedophile, that dude, man. Sex predator. And Tekashi69 is a dead man walking, that dude, man. He fucking followed on his friends, and most of them are doing like 10 years. Another one doing like 12 years. Before you know it, man, they're gonna come out and set him up. And no money is gonna give him scot-free, you know? They're gonna come and shoot him. Because he doesn't live here. He doesn't live in the States. I think he lives somewhere in Dubai. Time zone, right? What is it? Late at night there? You having a good dinner right now? You're having a dinner? I can't believe that this block is open, man. Piece of cake right there. You see, there's a moving company. It's a new one. They say piece of cake. Moving out is not a piece of cake, man. They have another competition. I forgot what it's called, right? And they have like a sort of yeah, the other moving company. I forgot what it's called. They're in New York. Also, they're competing with these people. They're a bunch of them, right? But these people are new, man. They have these trucks all over the place. And the other competitors, they actually have commercial, right? With the guy, he drives the truck, right? And he's talking about, you know, like how he's representing his company through the commercial, right? And they put in like fucking a huge cake right there underneath the tire. And after at the end of the slogan, you know, at the end of the commercial, the guy he actually stepped on the gas and went over the cake right there. This is moving, ain't no piece of cake. I said, let me give me that shortcake. It's actually shortcake. It's true. Strawberry shortcake. And he went over the cake, right? And he goes, moving, ain't no piece of cake. I can imagine this guy. They work for these moving companies, man. It's a lot of work, dude. I just hope these guys, they get paid enough. The movers, you know? Yo, Joe, no problem, man. Do your things, bro. Thanks for stopping, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate everyone that comes say hello. I'm grateful for you guys, you know. Show me some love. Yeah, I'm picking up at 29th Street, 29th and 29th. There's a truck parked right here. We have someone from Texas right there. You see Texas. Everything is big in Texas. Houston, Texas. We say Houston here. We don't say Houston. That's it. I say Houston. It's Houston, man. It's Houston, not Houston. You know what I want to go to Texas? I want to go to Austin, Texas, and I want to go Corpus Christi, along the Gulf. Corpus Christi. Go to South Dakota or North Dakota. Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota, right? I think I'm mistaken. Who's on Mount? Like I think 3-4 presidents, right? Lincoln is my idol. I think Theodore Roosevelt also is there. George Washington. What's the other president? Trevor Pass, what's going on, my man? How you been? What's going on in Tucson? You guys are living life there, man. You know, Tucson, Orlando, Florida. I know a lot of people just bailed out on New York. But it's great, man. There's nothing left here. Yeah, Darcia, what I did to my phone is I cleaned it up. You know what I did? I backed my all my files. I mean, I didn't really had anything there basically, but there was so many apps there, like the phone was bloated. But what I did is I reset it to factory. I mean, it's working fine at this point. Honestly, I don't want to add nothing to it. No apps, nothing. I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. It's okay for now. But I'm still gonna get another phone anyway. I'm surprised that it's actually working fine. You guys good? Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. How's it going?
Hi,
Yeah.
good morning.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
You can push the seat backward if you like. It's up to you.
쭉 빼주세요.
What's your name?
Aaron?
Oh, no problem. Aaron?
Yeah.
I don't have Aaron here, but I have the name.
What would be my Korean name?
Okay. You know the account holder?
I am the account.
Young.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, that's me.
No, but you didn't give me this name. You keep giving me Aaron, so that's why. I was
that's
trying
why
to
you got
figure-
confused.
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, man. I just want to make sure that the right people in the vehicle.
I am the right
That's my
person.
name. Yeah, no, I mean honestly, because you keep saying different names. That's why. It's all right, no problem.
You're good.
Because all these cards they look the same, and sometimes people they may approach the card think theirs.
Right.
Yeah. No problem. Don't worry about it.
년
10년 만에 보죠.
하연이 4학년 때 왔으니까.
그때
아가는 4학년. 그때 시차 적응 못해갖고 내가 너를 이렇게 보여주고 싶었는데 깨워도 안 일어났잖아.
저는 아직도 자유의 여신상을 제가 본 게 저는 좀 본 적이 없어요.
너는 그날 나한테 온갖 짜증을 다 냈지. 멀미했다고.
멀리하고 늦게 먹여가지고.
엄마 혼자 먹어가지고.
심지어 엄마 혼자 먹었어.
나는 네가 멀미를 그렇게 심하게 할 줄 몰랐으니까.
나는 옆에서 막 난리가 났는데.
너무 미안해가지고. 내가 그래서 그 짜증 다 받아줬잖아. 하영아, 배 탈 때는 하연이가 유람선도 못 타.
저희 집도 배는 좀 약합니다.
아 그렇구나. 우리는 아빠랑 동진이는 끄떡없는데 하윤이랑 나는 좀 남들은 유람선 타면 괜찮은데 우리 유람선도 멀미.
홍콩에서 마카오 넘어가면 배 탔을 때 멀미약 먹고도 살짝 멀미 있어요.
근데 파도가 진짜 셌어. 나도 좀 막 되게 울렁거렸어. 눈 감고 있었어.
저는 그 뭐지 비닐봉지, 종이봉지 입에 대고 있는데 동진이 옆에서 웃기다가 사진 찍고.
사진 찍었어?
어.
똑같은. 얼마나 또 눈알 앞에 붙어 있고 싶을까 미국 와서. 글쎄야?
이제 좀 떨어지고 싶을 거예요. 자기는 자유를 찾아.
아직은 아니야. 미국에서 적응하는 1년 동안 네 옆에 있고 싶어. 걔는 항상 그랬어, 애기 때부터.
동생은 어딜 제일 가고 싶어해요?
스턴!
광학 경영 쪽이.
근데 동진이 성적에 스턴은 못 가, 지금. 그래서 지금 동진이는 일단, 워슈를 들어가면 좋긴 한데, 일단 조금 봐야 될 것 같아.
NI는 또 이렇게 들어올 수 있는 방법들이 좀 많아서
솔직히
그러고 나서
동진이가
스턴으로
지금
바꿔도 되죠.
NIU를 하는 지원, 그러니까 얼리에서 쓰는 건 좀, 그러니까 완전 안전하지.
안전한
근데
NI는 맞아 얼리
어,
좋아요.
그러니까 근데 이제 들어와서 전과를 하려면
스턴으로 하려면 거의 GPA 만점 받아야 돼.
거의 만점을 받아야 되는데
나도 그랬어.
우리 동진이가 요게 조금 약하다 보니까 나는 그게 걱정인 거지.
걔는 잠깐 못할 거예요.
근데 굳이 스턴 아니어도 스턴 수업을 많이 들을 수가 있어요 요즘은. 그래서 굳이 저는
그래도 이제 전공인 거랑 아닌 거랑은 좀
차이가
다르니까
그쵸.
그럴 거면은 굳이 동진이가 NIU를 올 필요가 없지.
그쵸.
하얀 지원에서. 그래서
지금
지금
ED로 끝내야 되니까.
머리가 계속 지금 터질 거야.
전략 잘 짜야 될 텐데. 와슈는 레거스 있으니까.
워시고 레고시가 통해?
몰라요 저.
저는 안 통했어요.
그 동진이도 안
오빠
통하지.
운이 안 좋아.
저는 근데 좀 많이 좀 이상한 케이스였어가지고 저희 학교 프로그램상 한 명밖에 못 보냈는데 제가 순위에서 밀렸어요. 그 도메스틱 애들한테.
아,
그래가지고 저는 못 썼는데 레고시가 먹히는 걸로 알고 있어요 보통은.
아 그래?
네. 저희 학교랑 와슈랑은 그 자매 결연이 있었어가지고 한 명은 꼭 와야 됐었었는데 거기서 제가 국내 애들한테 밀렸어요. 그래서
밀리지. 인터내셔널은 어디든
네
밀리지.
어디든.
항상 불리하지.
그래서 뭐 저는 감사하죠.
너희들 이 정도 인터내셔널인데 이 정도 한 것만 해도 정말 기특하지. 정말 니형 같다. 저도 싶으니까.
근데 요즘엔 왜 쓰지? 그죠?
쉽지 않지. 근데 나 없는 것보다 있는 같은 선상에서
그치.
우리는 항상 레오시가 있냐 그러면 이제 오케이.
그건 맞지.
네.
한 번도 이렇게 부족해가지고.
그치 너는 항상 선도. 우리 최대도 레고시 없었잖아.
걔도 최대. 그치. 동진이 나보다 1년 더 늦게 들어왔잖아. 아니
2년.
같이 들어왔나? 2년?
등진 휴학했었으니까. 아니다.
아니 1년 더.
1년 내자. 나이는 2년인데 동진이가 그냥 먼저 시험을 봤지. 서울 아카데미에서 그냥 시험을 먼저 보고 왔지. 졸업 안 하고. 그래서 8학년을 책정해서 다녔잖아. 아, 걔는 서울 아카데미에 보냈어야 됐어.
아니요. 걔 그랬으면 더
지금 코로나 괜찮니?
좀 다시 좀 돌고가 있어요. 근데 지네들끼리는 괜찮다고는 하는데 모르겠네. 근데 돌고 있다고는 저도 얘기 들었어요.
한국은 지금 9배 늘었거든?
근데 여기 좀 기침한 애들이 좀 있어요.
지금 냉방병이랑 헷갈려가지고
오빠가 그래가지고 미국 오기 전에 마스크 많이 챙겨오라고.
그래서 나 내 거 한 개 챙겨왔어.
오늘 더 필요할 시간 얘기하세요. 좀 많았는데.
저 텁스 아니 처음 올 때 그때는 우리 많이
되게
가봤잖아요.
많이.
그래서 저 기숙사
아니 근데 나는 안 챙겨온 게 요즘 미국에서 마스크 구하기 쉽지 않아.
그쵸, 요즘은 쉽죠.
그래서 그냥 왔어. 하나 이따가 인공 눈물 좀 나자.
자기 리스트 초청하고.
아침에 철시 밖에 갔다 올라오는데 자버려.
There you go.
Yeah, you can just drop us
Right.
right. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Take care. You
nice
too.
day.
Take care. No
Take
problem.
care.
Anytime. Anytime. Yeah, you know, these girls, right? I'm not sure if they're Korean. Maybe I assume they're Korean, right? I don't know, but the two girls back there, they're very beautiful Korean or Chinese, whatever they are. I mean, I'm not sure if they're Chinese, Korean, or Japanese, but they look like those anime. You know, anime? They just look like that. I swear. Yeah, guys, I just want to let you know, like, I wasn't supposed to stream today, you know, but yesterday, because obviously Saturday I don't want to be dealing with these street closures in Manhattan, you know, because this is actually the 3rd week of the street closures in Manhattan. So they have another week, and it's always on the weekend. It's a disaster, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I switched my day from Saturday, you know, to, you know, I decided to switch, you know, for instead of Saturday, you know, I took the shift today, so that way I could just cancel my shift on Saturday. But yeah, today, so my shift isn't going to end at 3:30. It's going to end at 2:30. So I have an hour and a half of streaming for you guys today. You know, you never know, but yeah, travel pass. Yeah, they let me switch shift. They let me add shifts, everything. You know what I'm saying? I could add the whole week if I wanted to, but I work with my card. And honestly, I just don't want to keep repeating this because I already said this so many times on my live streams. I don't have no problem streaming on the other platforms, like Uber specifically, because during the pandemic, you know, if you guys listening, whomever is in the chat, somebody set me up during the pandemic because I was working. I was like pre-COVID, and even throughout the whole pandemic, I've never stopped. You know, some people in the chat, if they actually live in New York and they know that I drive, I've never let off. You know, I kept driving. I drove, right? And at the end of I think it was 2022, 2021, yeah. Someone actually reported me to Uber, right? And I have really good work ethic with both platforms. You know what I'm saying? You know, my current rating with Uber right now, it's always been at 4.97. I don't know why, for like past year, whatever. I mean, honestly, I always render good service. I mean, it fluctuates sometimes. You know, it dropped to 4.9, 4.97. And then what happened, somebody submitted a complaint about me. I was reckless driving, you know, things like that. So, and I've never really had any call from support, like from Uber support. They never really call me. Sometimes what they do, if somebody submitted a false complaint about you, you know, they send you an email. They say, look, this is your, you know, we had a complaint, blah, blah, blah. And you have to hit back. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta email them back. You know, there's no, sometimes, I mean, obviously you call, nobody's gonna really help you, whatever, but you could, you know, you go by email back and forth. And sometimes they tell you, you know, just keep doing your thing, you know, we could see that you're doing good work, whatever. And then I get the call from support. The guy was on the phone with me, right? I'll never forget his name. I think it's Isol or something like that. I mean, look, he told me, look, we had a complaint about you going, you know, you're driving recklessly, whatever. And I was like, man, look, I don't know what you get that from, because obviously you have no, you know, passengers, they do submit false accusation about the drivers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how can I be reckless, right? But someone either took, because I used to live stream, you know, during the pandemic. So either someone either clipped, you know, part of my live stream or sent the video to Uber about me reckless driving, you know what I'm saying? And then I get the call from this dude at the support. He told me, look, man, I'm just calling you to let you know about this. And I was going back and forth with the dude on the phone, and I told him, look, man, whomever submitted a complaint does not have any evidence, does not have any proof, whatever. I'm not sure where these people came with this, you know, a report. And it was like, look, man, we really do have evidence that actually video. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, yeah. He goes like, yeah. And I was like trying to ascertain, you know, all that video footage from him, and he's like, no, I mean, look, everything is here. We just want to let you know, just make sure, you know, it won't happen. We know you're doing good work. Just keep rendering your good service. And that was it, man. And that time I was like, I said, look, man, for me not to jeopardize my account is for me to stop streaming on that platform, because I could be streaming, I could drive my car, right, and go and live stream on Uber platform, right? And the next thing, somebody's gonna submit a complaint about driving. It might not be about driving. It might be the complaint would be something else, right? Not about driving. And next thing, they get that complaint again. You know what happened? I mean, they're either gonna kick me out of the platform, or they're gonna put me on hold again, or whatever. But for me to avoid all this altercation, not having to get any calls from them, because obviously this is like almost a warning. You know, sometimes you gotta listen, man, right? But I do, you know, live stream here on the Rebels platform. I know they might have some problem with it, because initially when I started driving for Rebel, you know, I was taking like a videos, you know, of the you know, like how Rebel was going to lunch and stuff like that. And it was one of the Asian female manager. She told me, look, no problem. It's really cool that you're promoting us on your channel, because I don't have people on my channel. I mean, I used to talk about rideshare. Nobody wants to even send me feedback or whatever. That's still a waste of time. You know, it's a waste of time talking about rideshare. Nobody wants to hear about rideshare. You see what I'm talking about? Nobody wants to hear about rideshare apps. You know, this thing's gonna flatten one day. You know, everything's gonna go away. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, one of the manager with the Revel, like initially the first time, because I've been with Revel since day one. You know, I even advocated for them. Had a virtual hearing with the taxi limousine commissioner. You know, she was a female. Virtual hearing. You know what I'm saying? I addressed her on the virtual hearing about Revel, that I wanted for Revel to launch. I want for Revel to actually succeed. You know, with the employment status. But Revel now they went the other way around. You know, they did not keep their promises. Now they want to convert drivers back to independent contractors instead of employees. Look, man, it is what it is. I mean, look, there is a risk associated with, like streaming and driving. You know, I won't deny this, but the Revel manager at one point in the beginning showed me, just be careful, don't stream whatever you drive. But obviously she's still there, and I'm sure they probably watch my streams also. You see what I'm talking about? Because all HR, they know me. Even the first time I went to this rally, because the city was against the Revel. They don't want a Revel to exist. You see what I'm talking about? But now they're friends. TLC, Uber, Revel, Lyft, they're all friends. They work with each other. Even Revel, they partner with Uber at this point, giving out discount to EV owners, like EV drivers, rideshare drivers in the city. You know, they probably even rerouting some of this trip to Revel. I'm not sure, but there's got to be something, because they're friends right now. Yeah, Paz, someone reported me about either streaming or they have the video, because I cannot get the video to see whether the video was taken from inside the car, or somebody just took the clip from my stream and sent it out to Revel, to Uber. I'm not sure how, because you know how Uber, they tell you, look, we got a report. We're not gonna tell you who actually reports you. We're not gonna tell you. We have video. I'm not giving you a video. Lyft, forget about it. Lyft, I had a fight back and forth with them at one point during the pandemic for literally kicking this guy out of the car for not having the mask. You see what I'm saying? But I was glad I have a footage of it. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy came out of the car, started arguing with me, and then I turned around, he came back, started arguing with him. Next thing, he actually called, told him he came back, started arguing with me. Because I told him, look, man, I mean, it's the policy. Back then, all these masks, they were enforced. I mean, I wasn't wearing a mask. I mean, I could care less what people were wearing a mask. You see what I'm talking about? Because during the pandemic, what people were doing, basically, even if you're wearing a mask as a driver, they report you for not wearing a mask. I don't know why people were doing it. And then next thing, you get an email from Lyft, oh, well, you're not wearing a mask, you risk at deactivation, all that bullshit nonsense. And this guy literally, I just asked him, I used to ask people, like, do you have a mask? If you don't, I could care less, I drive you. You see what I'm talking about? This guy started arguing with me while it was trying to get into the car. And I told him, you know what, stay there, stay outside, don't get in my car. But then when I took off, he actually literally banked my car, and I took off, and at that point I was so pissed, and I turned around on 3rd Avenue. Because 3rd Avenue between like 23rd and 14th, it's two ways. I mean, all the way to Battery, right? And I came back and I was looking at him, and he was yelling too at the same time, but Travel Pass, you think those people that were in the car, they speak Korean? I don't know. It sounds like they're Korean, I think. I cannot tell. Only one guy, my homeboy Lynn, probably will know exactly if people were talking, whether they were speaking Korea or Chinese or Japanese. You know, I could care less, man. I mean, they could, you know, like I have so many alternatives. You know, I have so many apps that I mix and match. You know, I really like, you know, to do some of the other apps because it's less stress. There's no one gonna come out and rate you. Because I work for another 3 different apps in the city, like Curb, Mile, Limousines here also. Generally, you know, most of some of these apps, they utilize like accessorized trips, you know, which is basically they tell you upfront pricing. Empower, sometimes I turn it on, I get some of the trips. They're not really that busy, but yeah, we have Empower. They're only charging us like $30 a month, like membership, you know, membership fee. Because Empower operates in, well, they started in Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. And they went to North Carolina. There's someplace in North Carolina where they operate there, and then they came to New York right here. So they're legitimate app because they basically they happen to be taxi based with the New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission. Because all these apps that you see here in the city, they basically base apps. You know, they have to have they have to have sort of a permit from the city and the Taxi and Limousine Commission to operate here. Like for instance, Uber, Lyft, right? If New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission decided to revoke Uber, Lyft, you know, their what do you call it, base permit, then they have no way of operating. They could just park and leave. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's a strict regulation in New York. It's anything unlike any other places around the world, and even here in the lower 48. Yes, they have, it's a base. You know, our cars, my personal car, they all have stickers right there. They have the base of the company right there. Without that base, nobody could operate the vehicle here in the city. And the same thing, like Uber, Lyft, if their base permit gets revoked, because it happens, because there's a lot of bases, they're still here. They've been here around for like past like 50, 60 years. And they still operate today. You know, most of these bases right now, the old ones, they still operate like car services. That's what it is. Uber, Lyft is car service in the city. So some of them, they still operate here, and they've really been around for so long. And what they do is they have they do operate like Uber, Lyft with their own apps. Because everything kind of sort of evolve, you know. Yeah, Dial 7, Carmel. These are all services. I worked for Carmel back then. Also Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv's still here too.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Can I go in
Yeah, you can sit in the front.
Thank you.
What's your name?
She's Eva.
Oh, no problem.
I'm Victor.
No problem, Victor.
And you're Mohammed.
You got it, yeah.
Agora você desliga seu telefone, abaixa um pouquinho e descansa. Eu acho que todos os telas da Revel são azul desse jeito. Todos. Quer encostar por a perna aqui? se torna um pouquinho mais gostoso.
Ai, que bonitinho o cachorrinho, parece pelúcia, você viu?
Nossa, pode dormir sossegadinho. Essa tela que aparece do lado seria para o carro autônomo, né? Porque o carro autônomo vê tudo que está acontecendo em volta.
Hello? Hello? Hold on. Oh yeah. I called earlier, right? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh no, this guy just hung up. Sometimes, no. It's
Nice. Nice.
You guys live in the States? No?
No, we're from Brazil.
Oh, nice.
We're just visiting. Like, we went to Miami,
Oh, I see.
and then we came to New York for a few days, and then we're coming back to Miami now.
From Miami
To Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah, just like a 10-day vacation.
Nice.
You from New York?
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life, basically.
totally fine here, but after like 4 or 5 days, like
You had enough.
I mean, I live. They live in like a medium-sized city in Brazil, but it's big.
It's not Rio, Sao Paulo.
São Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Like a small city next to São Paulo,
Oh, like the rural area.
like New Haven to New York.
Oh, it is. Yeah, the suburbs. It's nice.
On the south of the country, so like I live in the middle of the woods, you know.
Oh, that's what I want to be, man, right there.
So this is like
Isolated from the whole society.
No, it's not that isolated, but if you compare to this, it's definitely isolated.
It is, I mean, only crazy people want to live this life, but it's a hassle.
Man, I could live it for like for some time, like 5 years, in order to make money, you know, or something. But you know what's dangerous about? It's after 5 years, you get used to it. You don't want to leave, you know.
Oh yeah.
This kind of stuff
And
happens.
normally, not a lot of people stay that long. You know,
Uh-huh.
most of them they come and they leave. It's like it's like a cycle. You know.
Yeah. I imagine. I have some friends living here. They go to college, they work in finance. So
Yeah, there's definitely this Brazilian community in New York. Yeah. I myself have a couple of few Brazilian friends.
sorry.
But I myself, I do have like Brazilian friends.
Ah, all right. Yeah. Yeah. But it's a nice place, a special place. I like it, the idea of live streaming your work.
Yeah, I mean, I do stream every once in a while. It's just like there's people in the States, some of the people in another part of the world like to actually see what it's like in New York, right?
Yeah.
It's the only way you can actually be able to show, most part of New York, right?
I see a couple channels that
So walking channels, right?
yeah, walking channels like in the center of the city.
Yeah.
There's like New York, London.
Only problem here because if you walk, more likely you have stable stream. But if you drive, it tends to lag. Like you go to certain places where there's no cell towers, and then you lose like all connections sometimes. Or you have buffers, most of the time.
Okay, yeah. But it's nice. It's the first time I see it like here.
Yeah, there's some few guys that they actually do stream here as rideshare drivers.
You can actually make some money if you go viral or something. They
No, I mean,
monetize
look,
it.
yeah, it's all about, yeah, sure. I mean, you could, but it's how consistent you are. But I mean, having a channel, you wanted to take your channel to another level. Like maybe educational channel. I mean, this is like it will answer one day. We're no
Sure.
longer going to be able to stream.
Sure. Yeah, I tried to work with YouTube for some time.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I
I
mean,
did. Yeah, but it's.
I mean, some people they have really educational YouTube channels that they reach out to people all over. I mean, obviously, when I'm in channel that it's not useful, for other people to actually learn from, doesn't make sense to have a channel. But I mean, people like they have channels only pretty much to look for some kind of sort of a revenue through channels, but you have to have a successful channel. You can't have something just like I mean, obviously, most of actually the YouTube channels are successful. That way.
Yeah, but it's like you don't have to spend that much to start. There's something. It's like it's easy to start. But
Yeah, it's simple. I mean, you got a channel, create a channel. You just have to find that sort of a niche. Something that's gonna take you to another level.
very simple, but once
It's
you
not.
start, you start to realize like, well, like a nice video, like a 20-30 minutes video, I could spend like more than 20 hours just like editing.
Editing,
You know?
yeah. Takes a lot of time.
Do you live in Manhattan?
Yeah, I happen to live right in the neighborhood where I picked you up from.
Oh, really?
It's true, yeah, honestly.
Nice. We went to New York 10 years ago. That this place have changed a little bit.
It did. I mean, honestly, I know 10 years ago, yeah, New York was kind of crazy, but obviously it was wide open. People it's not like now, it's everything's restricted. Although we're evolving, but yeah, it seems like they're taking those freedom away from people, obviously back then, I remember growing up in the 80s, 90s, early 90s, things are already simple, right? Honestly, since 9/11, things changed a lot.
Yeah, I imagine. The biggest change for me, let me think about it.
I think it pretty much it did, but it obviously has a huge effect here. From the time we had that 9/11, the COVID was pretty much worldwide, not just here, right?
Yeah. I saw some pictures of the Times Square, like an empty Times Square.
Yeah,
picture.
I was driving during COVID. There was no one on the street, honestly, because I have my car on the Uber Lyft platform also, because I drive my own vehicle. And at the time, during COVID, I was working. I never really let off. I kept working throughout.
I see.
And yeah, and it was a ghost town. There was no one on the street.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening ever again. I hope so.
Or, there's some natural disaster that might actually happen someday, but COVID is not a natural disaster. It's something that was manipulated, basically. It was just, I know people were basically dying from it, but
Yeah, that was weird time. Here you guys had to get vaccinated, right?
oh yeah, at one point I had to. I did not want to get vaccinated, but obviously I was working for this company at the time, and since I'm an employee, so they forced us to take those boosts. Otherwise, you lose your job.
Yeah.
Because obviously a lot of people lost their job because they were against the vaccine.
In Brazil was like some
It was
companies.
mandated, or it's up to you if you want to take it, or they force you actually. Right?
They force you, but like a lot of things in Brazil, you could just lie and say
Yeah, you could get away with it, right?
yeah. But I ended up taking it because I wanted to come to United States. I came here in 2021.
That was a requirement.
That
right?
was a requirement. Yeah. Then I took it. I took it 2 shots, but yeah. But I saw that some places here you had to present a vaccinated.
They show proof of vaccination. Right?
Yeah. I used to live in São Paulo by the time. It's the largest city in Latin America.
Yeah.
So you have this New York vibe.
Right.
It's like a little New York. And it was the same thing, like empty streets. Damn. I remember I used to run in the middle of the street. I didn't even go to the park.
Because that's how quiet it was, right? You just went everywhere.
I just chose like an avenue.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm running here today. It's crazy. And let me ask you something. It was warmer before, or this is the most warm that you guys
No,
had?
actually it cooled off a little bit, because I think you guys were here for 4 days. How long you been here? You said 4 days?
4 days, yeah.
off like 4 days ago.
Ah, nice. Nice. Because Miami, it's like insane. Insane hot.
Yeah, it's the humidity there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's a scam call. This one is a scam call. We're going to Terminal C, right?
Yeah. So this is suburbs for you guys.
Which one?
Like this neighborhood.
Yeah, Queens. Yeah.
Oh, this is Queens.
Yeah.
Do you think New York is a dangerous city?
Well, I mean, honestly, if you're looking for trouble, yes, yes, it is dangerous, you know. But you gotta keep your guards up all the time, you know. Make sure that you're aware of your surrounding. Obviously, I mean, but at places, there's no place safe on this planet, man. I mean, anywhere you go, it's pretty much dangerous. You just have to kind of be aware of what's going on around you. Right? Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much everywhere. I mean, in all countries.
Brazil's a little special on this matter.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more dangerous than other parts of the world.
In Brazil?
Yeah.
In some of the neighborhood, obviously, not
Yeah,
all
yeah.
Brazil, right?
But for me, it's like really insane. You see people walking around with cell phones like this, and they don't care. Like, what? In Brazil, would be like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. You know, like,
Oh, they will sell you a phone, right?
yeah, easily. Like in Rio de Janeiro, maybe 3 minutes.
I know it happens. It's, even here, you know. I've heard some of these, like new migrants, they come here. They have these scooters. They tend to kind of rob people for their jewelries, for their phone money. I mean, it's been happening a lot recently.
I imagine. For us, the impression we have, it's like super safe. Because you see like everybody walking around, cell phone in the hand, they don't care, they're just like chilling.
Yeah, it's been happening here recently.
I live in LA for 8 months.
Oh, you lived in LA, right?
Yeah, I was 16. I did a next gen semester in high school.
Oh, like exchange student.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, I miss it. And for me, it was pretty safe too. And people were like, "No, LA's super dangerous. You have to watch out."
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy down in LA also.
Yeah,
You know,
but
with
right now,
yeah, with the homeless people, you know, like the encampment that they have there in part of LA, which is like the Skid Row. Yeah.
I saw they passed a bill that like minor robbery, like you can basically rob if it's like a small value. You don't get arrested or something like that. So I saw they have a problem with like cars. People were like breaking car windows. Yeah. But I live there in Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
Mohammed.
You're welcome. Anytime, man. Enjoy the rest of your stay here.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Bye, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it's definitely dropped off these people, but yes, I'm heading back to Brooklyn right now. To drop this car. It's the end shift so far. I mean, I was supposed to, if I was working Mondays and Tuesdays, it would be like 3:30, but today, my shift ends at 2:30. Yeah, this guy sees the. You kept saying I was streaming. If I was streaming, because obviously he sees another phone that I'm using right now to chat with you guys with. But I told him, look, it's fine. You know, yeah, I'm streaming. Because sometimes people they tell me streaming and say, no, I'm not streaming. I'm just using my phone as a dash cam. But I don't know how they cannot see it. The only people that can see it are like if someone sits in the front. Because my phone is dim. You know, it's pitch black. You cannot see anything. Hey, Mike Lavo, how you doing? No, I mean, even though, like last time, same thing. I swear to God, I was actually driving this couple also to JFK, and all of a sudden they found my stream. They say, yeah, we found your stream. I'm not sure how they were able to find it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, little quick search, they probably could do that. I mean, is that, it's possible, right? But how you could tell if someone's streaming without knowing their username, right? The only way that he found out because he was sitting in the front, because I got the other phone that I used to look at the comments, to look at your comments, guys. But then he could see my phone from my end. But if you're sitting in the back, you won't be able to find out because the phone that I'm streaming with, it's black, pitch black. It's dim, like black. You cannot see anything. Yeah, guys. That's it. I'm going back. I'm actually ending my shift. You drive with me, guys, back to Brooklyn. There's gonna be traffic on the Big Huey, I would assume. It's always traffic on the Big Huey going west. Yeah, talking about, you know, like YouTube channels and things like that. It's hard. It's really tough. You know, YouTube is not a game. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be doing YouTube, look at this guy. Literally does not want to stop. This guy with the Odyssey, it's crazy. If it was me, he would have blown horn. Maybe he'd start fighting me, calling me names, maybe. There's definitely traffic here. I don't know, man. YouTube is not a like sort of a source of income. You know, you want to do it just for like hobby. You know, like just upload videos. Don't never think about, you know, YouTube. It's gonna be like sort of a stream income for you, because obviously, you know, you have to do it. Like, just you gotta devote yourself to the channel, but you gotta find something that people are interested in. See what I'm talking about? I mean. But we're human. We always curious about things. You know, we want to find out about things. We want to be successful. We want to accomplish certain things, you know, in life. But you know, it's great. Like, if you get into YouTube and you go through that phase of monetization, you know, that means that you already probably accomplished something, you know, by being on YouTube, right? You know, last year, Mr. Beast made $82 million. $82 million. That's crazy, right? $82 million straight. It's good if you make that money. You know, it's you're sole proprietor. You know, like You file your taxes and you claim everything that it's associated with the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? And see how Mr. B he gives out the money. He built houses. He throws money at people. You know what I'm talking about? His videos are all crazy, man. The way he edits those videos, I don't know. And that everything involved with the YouTube channel is write-off. It's all write-off. Look, the Mickey Weeds, clear. I've never seen it like this before. But it's gonna get a little packed right there. By Mika Morgan. I think I'd like to I don't want to go all the way to Metropolitan. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. I think I'm gonna go all the way to Metropolitan. Because I want to exit like our local. I think I want to exit at Meeker. So I missed almost like a ton of trips so far. I think the first call that I got actually is from Arrival, because you call, and if they miss your call, they call you back. And I picked up the phone. I was gonna tell them, you know, what's wrong with the notification. And at one point, I don't know, I don't know, maybe he hung up or me, I'm not sure, but trying to call to find out what's going on. Yeah, Revel they don't have enough support, man. Like that guy with that little car is right in the shoulder. Doesn't give a fuck. He's going in and out. I mean, I mean, look, I want to do the same thing. I want to sneak here, trying to get into this exit, but let's see. There's a scooter, which we're gonna take advantage of it. Mika Morgans. me some. I'm thirsty right now, man. You know what I want to get right now? A Monster energy drink will do the work. You know what? I'm gonna turn here. Literally, some places don't have cell service. I mean, you go some places, the phone lags. I mean, it's obvious, right? You drive and you're not, sitting there live streaming, right? Yeah, guys, thank you for being here today with me through the stream. Keep me company. I appreciate you guys. That's the least thing I could do for you. No, I'm still open for Saturday. It's not like I just cannot, work, because my Saturday schedule, it's actually scheduled already. Only thing is by Friday when I make my decision whether I'm going to work Saturday or not, right? I just go to my Rebel app and just cancel the shift. Or you know what I'm going to do, because I have a credit. I have like pay time off. I got like 45 hours left, I think, if I believe, of pay time off. And I need to take advantage of this pay time off right now before the employment status ends by September 12th, I think, yeah. So, pick the time off and then get paid. I didn't even have to work on Saturday. Yes. I'm dehydrated right now, man. I want to hydrate. Yo, London. You know, London, they're going through the same, England, right? They're going to the same problem with the migrants there too, you know? And literally the politician, it's okay. They let them in, right? They pay for their places. I mean, they pay for everything, you know? Hotels, they stay in hotels. They get paid some like £400 every month for just being illegal in the country. You see what I'm talking about? I mean, and it's the same thing going on here, but I think it's the politicians. I don't know what their motive, you know, about doing this. Instead of taking care of native people, right? People that were born in their own countries. You know, if Western society are wanting to do this, they're just destroying their cultures and destroying this society and the years of whatever. I mean, obviously, if you go to Europe, you know, Europe, most of the countries, they dated almost like 3,000 years ago. I understand maybe here in America because the fact that, you know, America, it's a new country. It was only founded 500 years ago. Until sometime like 200 and some like 26 years ago, when the, you know, United States got its independence. You know, the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776, and it wasn't actually convened until sometime in 1883, I think. 1776, 1880, yeah. And honestly, I mean, obviously, you want to keep everything as is, you know? Oh, this guy's writing a ticket. Yeah, I passed. Not, you know, they're fighting, right? But it's really cool that you can see some British people, right? They say, look, we're not against migrants. We want people to come here and like blend in with the society. You see what I'm saying? Because people, they go to other part of the world, they want to create their own environment. You see what I'm talking about? I mean, you come in from another country, you gotta leave your culture back there. If you wanted to be associated with your culture, you stay in your country. I'm telling you, man. I'm not racist. I'm not an anti-immigrant. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's how it is, man. Like, you know, I'm from here. I just don't want somebody to come and force their religion on me. You get my point, Pass? I mean, it's so screwed up. Yeah, Pass, this is the reason why they're not fucking telling us. Or telling you as a citizen of this country. You were born here, right? You know, if Kamala Harris stays as the president, she becomes president, it's just gonna continue. It's gonna be even worse. Travel Pass, I really enjoy your conversation, man. I appreciate you being here sometimes. You know what I mean? You come and say hello. I really appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you, man. All of you guys, you know, that come and chat with me here, you know, say hello. I was miserable like just month ago, which I used to stream, and it was nobody coming to my stream. But it wasn't that, it was my problem. You know, YouTube had me in jail for like 90 days, almost three months and change, just because of one copyright, you know, whatever, and then it expired because they didn't, you know, I don't know, because once you're in that jail situation with YouTube, they don't let you, you know, you could post and everything, but they won't promote none of your videos. I mean, not promote your videos. They're not pushing your videos. They're not pushing your live streams. I don't know. YouTube has, you know, they got their own way of doing things, obviously, right? It's not YouTube. You know, YouTube, it's actually Google. It's Alphabet. Alphabet is the parent company of YouTube and Google. Oh, no problem. Anytime, man. I you know, like you guys, really, it's nice of you to come here and chat with me, you know? It makes my time goes a lot quicker, faster, and yeah, I'm only if you turn onto, you know, to get into the depot. Or maybe I could just schedule a shift tomorrow on the Rebel. I really wanted to switch. I don't want to be with the employee. You know what I'm saying? As an independent contractor, you know, I'm gonna be making all that money for myself. I know they're lowballing some of the independent contractors that actually are actually independent contractors at this point. You know, they're not paying them enough. They could tell me, you know, from their upfront pricing that they're getting. You know, but look. The more I pick up drop-off, is more money in my pocket. You know, once I become independent contractors with them. know, 200 or maybe 250 Harley Davidson dealers are suing Harley Davidson. You know what I'm talking about? Because the company is ripping off the dealers. You know, they have this MSR prices, you know, that they just come up with. I mean, obviously Harley Davidson, they used to make bikes here and parts. None of Harley Davidson parts, none of the motorcycles are assembled here. They assembled and made in India. You see what I'm saying? Fucking like cheap labor, right? And they bring the bikes in. They actually retail them to dealers. You know, they sell them in bulk to dealers, right? But dealers, they don't know what they you know, they're paying more, but they're not profiting on bikes, nor they're profiting on parts. No, they're getting sued. I wish Harley Davidson goes out of business. You know, Harley Davidson motorcycles, they're horrible, man. I mean, they evolved a little bit, you know, but they still the same, you know, shit. Like, you buy the bike, you ride it for a few years, and then it starts to leak. It start leaking, man. You get my point? Yeah, man, this is the end of the end. This is not the end of my life, right? I'm gonna fucking pull that thing right in that spot right there. Why don't you stop? You only keep going. You want to die? Literally, he see me, and then he kept going right in front of me. I think he just ended his shift also with. Let me see if this guy's gonna get into his car or. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this dude because he's got his door open and literally you can see me backing up. Yep, I'm backing up into that thing right there. We'll be fine. Yeah, guys, the end of my shift. I really appreciate you guys for being here. It's really nice. I'm just gonna go pick up my car. And eventually I need to end up in my garage to basically, actually I like this backup camera. It shows you everything from behind. It's really nice. Yeah, I need to do oil change to my vehicle. I'm probably gonna do it today. I just have to find my way to my garage. I have a garage actually. I had my garage for so long. You know, I got 2-car garage in Queens. Not in Queens, in part of the Bronx, but it's a beautiful part of the Bronx. It's called Dragsnick. Yeah, I need to end up there to get some oil changes. Maybe, yeah, and my car is due for oil change. I'm gonna put some spark plugs also. It's been a while since I actually changed my spark plugs. Yeah, guys, look, I appreciate you guys for being here. You know, you never know. I might stream Saturday. Like, just deal with the traffic, with street closures, and come and stream maybe on Saturday. But I just don't want to deal with it, man. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I could deal with like the what do you call them? The food street vendors, like street food fest. You know, they have food festivals in the city. Those are only like a couple, but obviously the way they're doing it with the street closures, summer street closures, it's like they close like 5 or 6 miles of avenues, right? It's kind of crazy. And then you cannot cross town, you know. I mean, they do. They actually close the street like 6 a.m. and they open up everything at 3. And that's pretty much like during my shift, you know. Guys, I really appreciate you guys for being here. I'll come back. I'll be streaming for you either maybe like Friday, like a Saturday, maybe if I end up coming to work. But and all I could do, I could ask you guys, come here, chat with me, leave comments. I could answer your questions if you guys have any question about New York. Right, guys? Thank you, guys. I'm grateful for you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. All right? You take care, guys. Bye. You see, I can't even reach my thing here. It's too far away from me. Take care, guys. I appreciate you guys. All right? Thank you again. Thanks again. Bye.